The breakup was supposed to be the end, but if it was really the end, why do you still feel them everywhere? It's as if their presence never fully left. You sense them in your apartment, you feel them in your car, and you even notice them in the silence that falls right before you drift to sleep. The rest the echo of their laugh. In a quiet room, the instinctive reach of your hand toward a space that is now empty, and the weight on the other side of the bed that your body still expects to find. This is the ghost of your past relationship. It isn't a shadow in the hallway or a figure in the night. It's the invisible presence built from your memories, your habits, and the unresolved feelings that linger long after goodbye. And unless you confront this ghost directly, it will continue to haunt your peace of mind. It will slip into your quietest hours, disturb your routines, and follow you into every new chapter, threatening to sabotage future happiness. This haunted feeling isn't just sadness, it's the sensation of being stuck in place, caught between what was and what will be. When we lose a relationship, we don't only lose a person, we lose the vision of the future we had built with them. We lose the shared daily patterns that once structured our lives. We even lose pieces of our own identity that were tied up in being with them. And when all of that disappears, what remains is this restless ghost. We often try to fight the haunting by ignoring it. We pack away the reminders, redecorate our homes, delete the photos, and bury ourselves in distractions. For a while, it feels like progress, but eventually, we realize the ghost still follows us. That's because it was never outside of us. The ghost is not in the furniture or the walls. It lives in our thoughts, in our routines, and in the spaces inside our hearts. The first form this ghost takes is memory. You're driving, and suddenly you're hit with the memory of that road trip together. You're cooking, and a smell brings back the laughter you shared in the kitchen. These memories don't arrive gently. Take cries, and often when you least expect them, pulling you out of the present. Science shows that heartbreak activates the same regions of the brain as physical pain. That's why it aches so deeply. The ghost of memory loops, both the highlight reels, the good moments you miss, and the lowlight reels, the fights and regrets you wish had ended differently. Each replay keeps the wound open, like you re-stuck wandering through a museum of moments that you can look at but never touch again. The second form of the ghost is habit. Relationships weave our lives together into shared patterns. When your partner is gone, those threads unravel, leaving gaps everywhere. You catch yourself pouring 2 cups of coffee instead of 1. Your hand goes to your phone at night, expecting a message that will never arrive. Even the streets you walked together, or the shows you watched together, suddenly feel like emotional minefields. These routines, once comforting, now sting with reminders of absence. The ghost of habit lingers in every place your lives overlapped. And then there are the unresolved feelings, the most stubborn ghost of all. This is the anger that bubbles up weeks later, the sudden sadness that crashes down on a day when you thought you were finally doing better. It's the endless cycle of what-ifs and I've-onlys. Without closure, this ghost feeds on unanswered questions and missed chances. It whispers painful lies, that you're unworthy, that you'll never heal, that you'll always be left behind. Over time, those whispers can become beliefs that trap you, convincing you that love will always lead to pain. So, how do you free yourself from this haunting? The first step is to stop running. Turn and face the ghost. Let yourself feel the grief without shame. Write down your anger and your sorrow, or speak them aloud to a trusted friend or a therapist. A broken heart deserves the same care as a broken bone. When you allow yourself to feel, you take away the ghost's power. The second step is to redefine the story you're telling yourself. Right now, the ghost controls the narrative. A story of rejection, failure, or abandonment. But you hold the pen. You can choose a new story. Instead of saying, "I was left because I wasn't good enough," you can say, "The relationship ended because it no longer served us. It hurt, but it taught me what I truly need." Every heartbreak leaves behind lessons. Each lesson is proof of your resilience. And the final step is to reclaim your life. The ghost of habit thrives in the empty spaces left behind, so you must fill them with new energy. Create small rituals that belong only to you. Try a new morning routine. Rearrange your space. Visit old places, but make new memories there with friends. Sign up for that class or hobby you always put off. Each new habit rewires your brain, carving fresh paths that no longer lead back to the past. Slowly, your life becomes yours again. The ghost of a past relationship may feel overwhelming, but remember, a ghost is only an echo. It cannot harm you unless you give it power. By acknowledging your pain, redefining your story, and reclaiming your life, you don't erase the memory, you transform it. That person and that chapter shaped who you are, but it no longer defines you. The goal isn't to forget. The goal is to remember without being haunted. To place that chapter back on the shelf as part of your story while you continue forward, stronger, wiser, and more fully yourself than ever before.